Tyler Repking. Sports is my life. This is one of several feature stories in this month's issue of Effingham and Teutopolis News Report. Our staff hopes you enjoy it. If you have a feature story idea, please email it to me, stever@newsreport.com. Closing parenthesis. By Steve Raymond. News Report staff. Who is the number one sports fan in Teutopolis? If nominations were sought, there would certainly be multiple names submitted. But there's one name that would most probably emerge as the clear-cut winner. And that would be Tyler Repking. Is there anyone that bleeds blue and gold more than Tyler? Doubtful. I've been a T-Town sports fan since I was born. Sports is my life, the 23-year-old admitted. Being from T-Town, I've watched people care for sports my entire life. Nobody does it like they do. Quote, and nobody in Wooden Shoes Nation is more passionate than Tyler. The son of Carl and Deb Repking was born and raised in Bishop Creek, graduating from Teutopolis High School in 2014. He wasn't a gifted athlete, but played on the THS baseball team his final 2 years. He remembers starting 3 games his senior year and quickly recalls his first ever home run. In Teutopolis, when you step on the baseball diamond or the basketball court, you take pride in what you do, Tyler explained. I was always passionate about the game, whether I played or not. Quote, that passion continues to be part of who Tyler is. Whether it's doing his job at Effingham Country Club, following his favorite country music artists or running his business, Repking Media, this well-known and likable young man always seems to be upbeat and full of energy. I am a passionate person. I get that from my dad, Tyler noted. He's a very loyal person that doesn't like negativity. I'm trying to feed off that. Quote, according to Tyler, his love of sports also comes from his dad. Dad always took me to the games, he recalled. Sometimes it would be he and I sitting and watching games together. Other times, he'd take me with him and I'd watch him referee basketball games. I was always focused on the game and I loved it. Quote, during his senior year, Tyler said he went to every THS basketball game, both home and away. He and Kyle Blevernick were in charge of making sure as many students as possible attended those games and remembered always being decked out in blue and gold. Quote, he said his cousin, Derek Repking, was one of his role models. He remembers Derek being an important part of the Wooden Shoes State Baseball Championship in 2010. He said he will never forget Derek Thompson's dunk in the 2010 Charleston Holiday Basketball Tournament. He was going against T.J. Bell, who was 6 feet 9 inches from Charleston, Tyler explained. DT jumped over Bell for an alley-oop slam dunk. I never saw anybody jump that high. It brought the crowd to its feet. Quote, that conversation of special plays, great teams and all the memories that go along with it could last for hours when talking to Tyler. He can also talk at length about country music, especially his favorite artists, Florida Georgia Line, Luke Bryan, Cole Swindell, Dan and Shay and Luke Combs. He attends 8 to 12 concerts a year. And then there are the Cubs, Bears and Illini basketball. You guessed it. Tyler is passionate about them as well. In fact, you probably don't want to remind him of that 4-game sweep by the Cardinals at Wrigley Field late in the season. I'm a die-hard fan, he admitted. My entire family is so into the Cubs. My grandpa Mike Repking is a huge Cubs fan. I remember watching games with him in his living room. I'll never forget how happy he was one time when the Cubs hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th to win a game. It was unbelievable. Repking Media allows Tyler to channel that passion for sports into a good use. Whether it's following his photos and videos on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat or YouTube, or watching his videos on Wand, people get a sense of his commitment to local athletes. I have wanted to own my own business since my freshman year at Lakeland, Tyler said. His first experience shooting video was in February 2017. It was the night Teutopolis beat St. Anthony and Mitch Hardy scored his 1,000th point, Tyler recalled. That was the first time I shot video and it was on Wand. Quote, Tyler has continued to provide videos for Wand on a regular basis since that time. I don't get paid for the videos, but I like helping the athletes and the community, he said. I just love it. Quote, Tyler can be seen shooting videos throughout Effingham County and beyond, but the majority of the events he covers are for Teutopolis. I'm from that school, Tyler noted. I will cover T-Town over other schools. I support all the Effingham County schools, but I'm a T-town guy and I think people know that. Quote, like most people, Tyler has dreams for the future. I've got a bunch, he said. I'd love to run my business for the rest of my life. I'd love to travel and meet country music stars and go to Nashville, Music City. I'd love to get a tour of Wrigley Field. I wouldn't mind being an assistant coach at Teutopolis. And if I could ever cover the Cubs, Bears or Illini basketball as a full-time job, that would be awesome. Quote, Tyler is a familiar sight at local sporting events. He's at some sporting event virtually every night and rarely spends a night at home. And he enjoys going out to eat. But one word of advice. Don't offer to pay. For a rather small guy, this young man can pack away an incredible amount of food, especially wings, pizza and hamburgers. He should be grateful for a high metabolism rate. Yes, I'm a big eater, he said with a big laugh. And I'm a talker, especially about sports and country music. I'm proud to be from Teutopolis, Tyler added. I know almost everyone in town and they know me. They know I love sports and that I'm always rooting for the blue and gold. Quote,